Hello, we are Sam, Jeremy, David, and me, David. Now we are going to present a PowerPoint about carbon. We hope you enjoy. Number 1, the carbon history. Number 2, the carbon in the periodic table. Number 3, what is the organic chemistry? 3.1, the physical properties of carbon. 3.2, chemical properties of carbon. 4, diamond. And finally 5, the carbon uses.
The history. The English name carbon comes from the Latin carbon or coal and charcoal. The carbon was discovered in the prehistory and was already known in the ancient times, where it was manufactured by incomplete combustion of organic materials. Carbon in the periodic table. Carbon is a chemical element with symbol C and atomic number 6 as a member of group 14 on the periodic table. It is non-metallic and element, making for all electrons available to form covalent chemical bonds.
What is the organic chemistry? The organic chemistry or carbon chemistry is the branch of chemistry that studies the structure, properties, synthesis, and reactivity of chemical compounds, composed primarily of carbon and hydrogen. The term organic chemistry was added in 1807 by John Jacob Berzelius to study compounds derived from natural resources. This is John Jacob. Physical properties. It is solid, testarous, odorless, and more solid in water. In addition, it conducts heat and electricity, except heat. Moreover, the carbon is invariable. The carbon has 6 protons and 6 neutrons.
Chemical properties. Carbon does not dissolve in or react with water, acid, or most other materials. It does, however, react with oxygen. It burns in air to produce carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. The combustion, burning of coal gas leads to industrial revolution. Diamonds. Diamonds are carbon-based structures formed naturally under high pressure and temperatures by a geological process. They have excellent physical properties useful for industrial application and employed for their unparalleled optical properties in the jewelry business.
The carbon uses. The carbon has a feedstock for a petrochemical industry producing polymers, fibers, paint, solvents, and plastics. It currently uses in tennis, rackets, skis, fishing rods, rockets, and aircraft.
Thanks for your attention.
Hello, we are Julia, Micaela, Mohamed, Samuel, and I, Teresa, and they knew about an element of the periodic table, radium.
What is the radium? History, characteristics, physical, chemical, isotopic, radioactivity.
What is the radium? Radium is a chemical element with the symbol Ra and atomic number 88. Radium is an almost pure white alkyl metal, but it is easily oxidized when exposed to air, become black, called radioisotope alkyl radioactive, with the state isotope is radium-226, which has a half-life of 1061 years and random decay. Due to this instability, the radium is luminous, glowing a faint blue.
History.
The radio Pierre was discovered by Maria Sklodowska-Curie and her husband on December 21 in 1898 in sample uranium. While studying the ore, the Curie removed uranium from it and found the remaining material was still radioactive. They then spread to a radioactive mixture consisting mostly of compounds of barium, which gave a bright color of green flame and chromosome carmine, spectral lines that had never documented before. The Curie announced the discovery to the French Academy of Science on December 26 in 1898. The appointment of radio dating from around 1899 from French word radio was formed in modern America radio, called by its power emitting energy in the form rays. In 1910, radium was isolated as a pure metal by Curie and André Louis de Beer through the electrolysis of a solution of chloride of pure radium through the use of cathode of mercury and distilling an atmosphere of hydrogen gas.
Characteristics. Physical. While the radio is not as well studied as its counterpart lithium stable barium, the two elements have very similar properties. His two first ionization energies are very similar, 509,3 and 979. Mol 1 for radio and 502,9 and 965,2. Mol 1 for barium. These low levels of highly reactive performance both elements and the formation of ions Ba2, Li2, stability and the like. Pure radio is a white, silvery metal solid melting at 700 and boils at 1037, similar to barium. Radium has a density of 5,5 centimeters cube. The radio density ratio is comparable to barium atomic mass ratio radium-barium, since these elements are centered cubic structures, very similar body.
Characteristic chemical. The radius is the heaviest known alkaline earth metal. Most chemical properties resemble those of barium. When exposed to air, it reacts violently with radium nitride, causing blackening of metal blank. Oxidation state is displayed only in solution. Radium ions readily form complexes due to the strong basic character of the ions. Most radio compounds all precipitate with barium, strontium more, and most lead compounds, and are ionic salts. The ion radius is colorless, so white salts reduce when freshly prepared. And finally, dark turn yellow with age due to the self-decomposition of alpha radiation.
Compounds called radio red-purple and give a characteristic spectrum. Like other alkaline earth metals, radium reacts violently with water to form radium hydroxide and is slightly more volatile than barium. Due to its geological short half-life and intense radioactivity, radium compounds are kept rare, occurring almost exclusively in uranium ores.
Radium chloride, radium brine. Its dry and nitride radium are water soluble, which slide lower than the analog bromide and radium chloride, and high solubility for nitrite. Radium hydroxide is more soluble than the other alkaline earth metal hydroxide, actinium and strontium, and most basic barium hydroxide. Can be separated from these elements by precipitation with ammonia. Insoluble compounds include radium sulfate, chromate, radium iodide, carbonate, tetrafluorobenzoate, and radium sulfate is the sulfate insoluble known. Oxide remain uncharacterized radius, despite the fact that the composite oxides are common to other alkaline earth metals.
Radium has 25 different known isotopes, 4 of which are in the nature with 226 Ra being the most common, 223 Ra, 224 Ra, 226 Ra, and 228 Ra are generated naturally in the deuterium of any uranium or thorium. 226 Ra is a product of the 213th decade and is the longest lived isotope of radium with a half-life of 1061 years. The longest sheet is the 228 Ra. 203-2, a decomposition product with a half-life of 15.75 years.
Radium has not stable isotopes. However, 4 radioisotopes are present in the gate chains, all of which are present in traces. The most abundant and longer life is radium-226, with a half-life of 1,601 years. Today, we have synchronized 34 radioisotopes, ranging in a mass number 202 and 234.
At least 12 nuclear isotopes have been reported. The most stable of them is the radium-205, with a half-life of between 130 and 230 milliseconds. All ground states of the isotopes of radium-205 in the radium-240 and radium-221 from radium-224 to have long. 3 other natural radioisotopes had received historical names of the early 20th century. Radium-223 was known as its actinium radium-224 and its thorium and radium-228 and radium-226. Mesorium has historical names of its decade products after theory elements, such as the rhodium and polonium-280.
We are Joel, Anna, Nuria and Monica, and I, Jonathan, and we are going to talk about the Cooper, one element of a periodic table. In the presentation, we are going to talk about different points. 1. What's it? 2. Where Cooper was discovered? 3. When Cooper was discovered? And 4. Curiosities.
What is it? What is it?
The copper is a mineral. It is a good conductor of electricity. Her chemical formula is
By discovery, the oldest covered object found today in an ornament channel found in cave in the Zaragoza Mountains in in the northeast Iran is there supposed to be the source of copper. This pendant dating back to 9500 BC in a tourist village called Young Tepesi.
When copper was discovered in Canyonu, Tepesi, a piece of decoration that was the year 9500 BC was discovered. It is assumed that was when copper was discovered.
Curiosities. The copper is soft. Copper is a part of a very large number of alloys, generally have better mechanical properties. It was one of the first metals to be used by humans in the prehistory. It's found in a lot of common foods in the diet. It has become the most used material for manufacturing electrical cables and other electronic components. This is essential for human life. Has an important biological role in the process of photosynthesis in plants.